Hi everyone, welcome back to Highly Allocated Problems. My name is Jeff, and today I want to clear the air on some of the information going around the new whiskey people, anyone that's a beginner. You're getting straight view farmed right now. Not gonna lie to you. And you're gonna see a lot of people saying, oh, top 5 for beginners. There's way more than 5 out there for beginners, okay? There's 5 in Buffalo Trace alone, probably, okay? But listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't have to get the Buffalo Trace classic stuff. Find every benchmark you can get, and that will be representative of basically everything that Buffalo Trace makes, okay? I'm gonna put an image on the screen here, and you'll see the entire benchmark lineup. It's very important that before you start sinking a ton of money, and I mean a ton of money into bourbon and whiskey, that you really start understanding the flavor profiles of the different distilleries, okay? Benchmark is going to get you the flavor profile of pretty much everything in Buffalo Trace to let you know whether you like Buffalo Trace or not. And then from there, I would say prioritize getting one of these, which is the E.H. Taylor Small Batch. And I say this because these things should be just stacking up. These should be floor whiskey by the time you're watching this. And I know not every state gets the same kind of allocation, but you could probably also find someone or order it online for MSRP, right? I wouldn't pay more than 55 bucks for one of these. Then you can also get your classic Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. You don't need one this big. All right, so that's Buffalo Trace in a nutshell. Get all the benchmark stuff, see what you like, and then based off of what the benchmark stuff says, you can target the next Buffalo Trace item that's like their shelf item from there. That same Buffalo Trace, this is fine. Don't let people tell you this is crap. Everything that Buffalo Trace makes in the Weller profile is the same stuff. Just this is proof down. It's all the same age. It's just this is the proof down version of all of that. Okay, except for Weller 12. Weller 12 is obviously not the same age. Everything is like 6 to 8 years old, and this goes 90 proof, and then it goes up from there. Okay, this stuff's fine. It's just not the red label, and it's not the blue label, so it must be crap, right? Wrong. Let's get into Brown-Forman. I'm purposely only doing these two because we know there's more to Brown-Forman than just this. All right, Cooper's Craft. This, if you can find it, pay $35 or less for it. I wouldn't spend more than that. This is gonna be absolutely delicious. It's gonna be at least 4 years old and 100 proof, and it's gonna be exceptional, okay? This is Old Forester 1910. This is a double oak 93 proof. Yes, 93 proof. It's a great starter, okay? It's a great starter. If you can't find either one of these, get the Old Forester 100. Start there. I'll put a picture on the screen. Old Forester 100. This is also Brown-Forman, but it's Jack Daniel's brand, obviously. Do not get any of the barrel proof stuff, okay? This Toasted Heritage barrel is a perfect start. If you can't find this, then get yourself the Jack Daniel's single barrels. They'll be black. These will be black labels, okay? This will be black, and it'll say single barrel. Get yourself one of those, and that'll be a great start. Don't get the old number 7. It'll look like this bottle, okay? Don't get the old number 7 stuff. That's not representative of what we're looking for. Single barrel version of this or this. Hear me? All right, 1792. My recommendation would be go to Sam's Club and get this. This is Barton 1792 distillate, just single barrel, offered by Sam's Club. 20 bucks in most places. It was 25 here in Iowa, but 20 bucks most places. And that's going to give you the Barton 1792 profile. If you can't find, don't have a Sam's Club membership, or you don't have a Sam's near you, you want to find like the bottled and bond. See, this is a full proof, but you want to, it'll say bottled and bond or single barrel 1792. Get yourself one of those and try that. Or the small batch. You can try the small batch too. Okay? I'm trying to give you a leg up, but I'd prioritize this over anything that has the 1792 on it. Get the small batch, get the single barrel or bottled and bond before you worry about full proof. But it'll look like this bottle. Okay? All right, Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill, I recommend two things. First is this Heaven Hill bottled and bond. It's a 7-year bottled and bond, which means it's 100 proof, but it's aged 7 years. Terrific. They also do single barrels of these if your store gets them. That would also be worth trying. However, otherwise you want to look for the Elijah Craig small batch. It will look like this bottle, okay? This one's just representative. It will look exactly like this bottle and it will say small batch right there. Give that a try. That will help you understand whether you like the Heaven Hill profile. Wild Turkey. Get yourself a Wild Turkey 101. This is the 101.8. You can also get this if you have it available. That's fine. Otherwise, look at the Russell's Reserve, like single barrels, or like they have like I think like a 6-year or a 10-year. Anything that's Wild Turkey, the basic stuff, and it's available in your store, try that. Don't worry about getting any of the crazy stuff, okay? This. Get all the Green River things. These are horseshoes. Get all the Green River. They make bourbons, they make ryes, they make honey finish, they make weeded, they make a ton of things. Find this. Knob Creek. Knob Creek. This is a 12-year, but it's 100 proof. It's a great one to start with if you can find it. If not, get the Knob Creek 9 or get the new Blenders edition if you can find it. That's only 45 bucks and it's like, it'll be a little bit sweeter. It's a great start. All right, rye. Rye is not a dangerous thing. People say it's super spicy and don't worry about that. I'm gonna tell you the one that you should buy and try, and once you've tried it, you can decide whether you wanna move on and try other ryes, and I think you will. Sagamore Double Oaked Rye. This is under 100 proof. It's got the rye, and it's also got a terrific double oak flavor to it. You can't go wrong. If you try this and you like it, you will be able to move on to other ryes in the Sagamore profile and start expanding from there. That's my recommendation. Otherwise, Benchmark has a rye that I would recommend trying. I would do that. This should be enough for you to know what you're looking for. All right? Go to the store, see if any of these items are on there, are on the shelves. Give them a try. All right? Again, this is a marathon. This is not a race. You do not need to race out and even get, any of these tater tubes or any of that kind of stuff right away. You don't need it to be able to get started. That's not how, I'd say 98% of us got started. We all got started the same kind of bottles that I just showed you. You got to start there, figure out in each one of those distilleries what you like, the flavor profiles. You can decide, I like this distillery, I don't like this distillery. I've got a little bit of everything. Luckily, there's not a lot of distilleries I just don't like. And just remember that if you taste none of the things that anyone says, it's fine. This is your palate. This is what you taste. You don't need to taste what I taste. You don't need to taste what your friends taste. Don't worry about it. Just get started. I wish you the best of luck. I thank you for taking the time to watch me, and I hope you come back and see some of the other things I've got. Take care. We'll talk to you later. See ya.